Hey, Kate, what's up? Kate, can you hear me okay? Let's see. Hey,
Hey, sorry, I was moving myself.
you're fine. You can hear fine, right?
Yeah. Yep.
How are you feeling?
Ah, huge.
Tired, huh?
Not too bad,
No?
but just like I'm expanding way faster this time.
Do you have ligament pain or not too bad?
Not terrible, a little bit this
Yeah.
morning and last night, but it's not been bad, so I've been lucky.
Oh, that's so good. If you get
Yeah.
it, that Kate tape, like, the therapy tape that's like blue, that stuff was amazing for my workouts. Like, it held my belly all in place.
Well, that's what my friend said. She's like, I used a support band in my second pregnancy.
Because
I'm like,
that belly gets a lot bigger the more babies you have.
and I think carrying a girl is different.
It is. Yeah.
It is. And I don't know if I think every baby's probably different.
Yeah, but a girl's
Uh,
different too, like all the extra hormones.
yeah, I just feel like I've never been one to just like gain belly, but
Yeah,
last time it was more just belly than it is this time.
yeah, that was the same for me. It was like in my ass. Like I was like having a baby in my belly and in my ass. Like it was like,
Yeah, hips, yeah.
ah. Anyways, I'm excited for you. I can't wait. I'm sure you're having fun. Are you shopping a lot now, knowing that it's over?
Not yet. We did get her crib because Gabe stayed in his for so long and like used it as a toddler bed, and Nate would lay with him and they destroyed the springs. So we got a new crib.
Oh,
Um, but I've been waiting because my family, I think,
they're gonna hook you up for the holidays, probably, huh? Or
yeah,
you can have a sprinkle.
my mom, I don't know. My mom sent a huge box yesterday, and we're going up there on Thursday. And she's like, I have tons of presents for Gabe and for the baby. And I'm like, oh,
That's so sweet, though.
yeah, they're excited.
Yes, as they should be. It's an awesome time for you guys. Cool. All right, so I have the record on, so whoever's watching, you get to hear all about Kate and I talking about babies. But anyways, so record's already on. But what I wanted to talk about this morning were just kind of like two, I don't want to say big things, but like two things to really think about this week. So at this point in the month, it's really time to say, am I at Success Club? And if I'm not, you need to pretend like this is just me from past experience. You need to pretend the month is over this week. And you need to just assume that like you have to go all out and finish this week because you will really struggle perhaps to see interaction on social media the days leading up to Christmas and then the first few days after. I will say the second half of winter break you'll get busy again because people will have money because they will have holiday spending money. Some of them will have gotten paid again since their Christmas paychecks, and some of them will even have gotten Beachbody as a gift for Christmas. So you will see people are definitely ready to be done. I don't know about you, but when I eat ham for Christmas and then I eat ham for like 4 different other events, you're like, I am going to turn into a ham. Like, I can't stand it. I always feel really motivated to be healthy at the end of the holiday season. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but like when it's over, you're like, I got to do something. And so that means that for us, we're about to jump into like super busy season because people are motivated. Some of them do have money in their pockets again, and some of them are just so desperate they're going to put it on a credit card. That's what I did when I was starting my journey in that February. Like I didn't care what I had to do, but I needed to change. And so that's what you're going to see. So this week, people are still shopping. And they very much, Beachbody, it's almost like they planned this on purpose that Bar Blend is launching to your customers this week. It's a wonderful Christmas gift. So I would really, really be pushing this week of like kind of launching it as a Christmas gift to yourself. So make sure that you're putting it out there that way, that you're talking about it, and that you're finishing conversations. The sample workout is an incredible way to capitalize on those people who are potentially wanting this as a gift. So just because it launches on Monday doesn't mean you want to stop talking about it. I would talk about it the whole way in through the new year, because that's, for some of you, that's the program that you're going to do. So talking about it, sending that free sample workout. Last week, we talked about how some of you made like a Google site that included all the information, like as far as pricing goes, challenge packs. Send that stuff out, keep sharing it. And then if you are, it's in my bra drawer. Sorry, we had the iPad from the kids. So Kevin's looking for it. Anyways, but if you are, if you're getting them that information, so say they wanted the sample workout, make sure you collect it and then just try to work over the next few weeks of giving them value through email, showing them, here's how I'm setting up my space for not MM100. Here's how I'm setting up my space for Bar Blend. Here's why I'm wearing bar socks or what, like just little tidbits that would work in an email so that they're constantly seeing details and that they're potentially going to want to be interested in that. So anyways, that's my game plan, is that I will continue to engage with those people who want the sample workout, and I'll just give them value from now until we start it in the new year. So anyways, that means that like I'm pretending, like today's December 14th, I'm pretending that the month is over next Saturday. That's my goal, that it's over as far as Success Club goes. Ladies, do you feel that way? You've both been in the business now long enough that you've seen a holiday trend. Did you have the same thing, or were you opposite and you were super busy at Christmas?
I think it dies down for sure. I feel like I've got a lot of interest right now.
Yeah.
Especially in bar. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to leverage that this weekend, especially because we're going to be traveling next week and then into next week.
Did you get a lot of interest in the sample workout? Like, is it more so like, hey, I want to buy it?
Sample workout. So I'm going to go back and ask them if they've tried it and how it's, it worked for them. And then see if they want to buy it and send them the link to my blog, because I did a blog post. Yeah. And then I've been sharing in my wellness community on Facebook, which is a bunch of people, and then the VIP group more so than that. Good. Just because they want to know the information. For it, right? Yeah. So, and I have some interest there too. Mm-hmm. But they're signed up with coaches that are no longer working the business. So there's some like technicalities that we have to work through.
Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I think this week will now be easier. Like what I ran into was by talking about it 2 weeks ago, whenever we were able to get it, it built excitement and they were all like, yeah, I want to get it. But then I had to be like, but you actually can't get it unless you sign up as a coach. Like it was like a awkward conversation because some of them were like, yeah, I want it. Like, how do I buy it? So I think for some of you guys, Monday's the sweet spot, because it's not like, oh, hey, you've never done Beachbody. By the way, do you want to be a coach? So for those of you who struggled, like you talked about it and then you hit that wall, Monday's your day to really go at it. Melissa, did you see the same thing last year at the holidays? Did you see like a lull in business?
Yeah, I don't or December, honestly.
Wait, what'd you say? You cut out in the beginning.
I don't really count on November or December, honestly. Okay. Not to like be a negative Nancy, but just being realistic. Those aren't big months for me.
Okay.
But sorry, it's like so dark in here. I am like riding the gravy train with bar like so freaking much, and I keep pushing my girls to do that too. I'm like, launches are like a nitrous boost for your business. Like you can't, I look like an alien. I look like green. Let me move. I'm sorry. You can't, I keep telling them like you can't miss a launch. Like I said, it's like a nitrous boost for your business. So I updated my info group on Facebook And
Okay.
that's been helping. I'm putting like workout clips in there. And I took a lot of stuff that Deidre used too. Like I just used her images. I'm like, oh, just copy paste,
Yeah,
like just
for
get it
sure.
done. And then I did a live unboxing. And then like I've been sharing workout clips on my Insta stories. I did a live unboxing
Over there.
on Instagram. Yeah. And then I've been doing polls and stuff. And then I have a piece of paper where I wrote everyone's name who wanted the free sample. And then I'm, instead of just giving them the link, I've been adding them in that info group
Yeah.
and tagging them in the post that has the sample workout in it, because that way they're in that group, like for next time, you know?
Yeah,
Then
absolutely.
I have everyone's name written down on a sheet. I did the same thing with Morning Meltdown. So I have a whole entire piece of paper with like 50 names on it. So that come like Monday, I can go back and be like, hey, today is launch day. Were you still interested? And then like if they said they were interested or they're wanting to sign up as a coach, I have them like highlighted.
Perfect.
And then also the other day, Facebook Memories popped up and said like last year this time Transform 20 came out. So I had made a post.
Are
It
you
was like
looking back to see like who
what's that?
commented? Are you looking back to see like who was interested then?
Well, yeah, I made a post and it was like, hey, I need people to test out this 20-minute program. So then I messaged everyone who commented on that post. I'm like, hey, a year ago, and now I have a brand new one. So I did that too.
That's so smart. Good for you for utilizing Time Hop like that. That's like
Thanks.
so
I'm
genius.
all over the bar. Like I feel like that's gonna save me this month.
Working, huh?
So
Yeah. I'm excited for you guys. That's good though. Thanks for sharing these strategies.
yeah, no problem.
Cool. Okay, so the other thing that I want to talk about, so that was just like one thing was like, okay, really pretend the month is ending and like this is like go time this week. The other thing that I wanted to kind of just put in your idea or put in your brain as an idea, and you don't have to do this, but it's just something that might be nice. Most of you, not all of you, but most of you have a family Christmas picture that you've already done, taken. Some of you, it's already hanging, it's a card. But you have your email list, and some of you have, maybe been working with your customers for a while. It's not a bad idea to just send an email that's like a holiday card, a picture of your family, thanking them for being a part, allowing them to be a part of their wellness journey, just wishing them a happy holiday. And not necessarily saying like join the challenge group, but like saying like I'm excited to work with you in 2020, like just putting it out there, like you're assuming they're still committed to their journey. So that may be something that you want to do. And then the other thing that I'm actually hoping to work on this weekend, so that it would be something that I give away between now, like next, like starting Monday and into the new year. I'm thinking about doing like a new, like you could either do like a New Year's goal setting guide or like a beginning your journey kind of guide of like things I did when I got started, like things like it would be like a packet, like a freemium. Does that make sense? Like it's something that I would just give to them, a couple pages that I make in Canva that's cute. It may say things like talking about the importance of having like fun workout clothes so that you're motivated to just start and do it. Or, setting up your workout space, whether it's your living room or your basement or what, just something. Like I'm going to put together something. I'm going to have hopefully one for new customers that's like more of a newbie one. And then I want to have a second one that's for clients who need to just refocus. Maybe they did MM100, maybe they did something and now it's like, okay, it's 2020, I'm ready to get serious. So I'm hoping to have those two different freemiums, and then I'll be talking about them in my social media, saying like, okay, any customer who signs up between now and through the new year is getting this as an additional little thank you. So I'm kind of promoting it as like I guess you could say like a gift, like a challenge, like a new client gift. Happy to share it. I'll put it in the team page once it's done, and you guys are welcome to steal it, duplicate it, whatever you want. But just trying to be creative in ways to kind of continue to increase interaction and excitement about getting started. Thoughts on that? Do you guys think that that would be something that would be like, I don't know, do you feel like those kind of things like make people excited to join or no?
I think it's a good idea.
You do? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you would do as far as like probably like a getting started guide for new people? And then maybe like a refocusing thing for current, or what are your thoughts on this? I know I just totally sprung this on you, so.
You're so good with meal planning. Could you like do a week of meal plans in the getting started guide?
Totally.
That's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Yeah, totally. because I have so many. I mean, you guys probably have a million too. Like,
Right. You can use them.
my only issue is I have so many that are plan A and I have some plan B, but I really struggle with like C, D, E, and F. I don't have a lot.
Mhm.
And
It's hard.
It's
When
so
I
much
was
food.
for Nate,
Mhm. It's a lot. So I probably could, if I did one, I may just do like I may just probably do a couple A's and say like, here's an example of how I eat. You know, it's up to you you get to decide what yours looks like, but here's how I make them. I may even put a long time ago when I had Grace, I made a template in Canva that was a meal plan template. It's really pretty. So I could always, well, and Canva has those templates now too. So I guess I could even put like a blank one in there and say, you're welcome to print this. Um, and then you can fill it in.
that or you could do To Be Mindset too.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because you don't have to
Right.
worry about. I did a 3-day, like a reset type of, but it's really a To Be Mindset.
Okay.
And I did that as a freemium for people. I did a vegetarian and a carnivore, I guess. I don't know. Either one.
Yeah.
And I sent that to a few people after Thanksgiving
Okay.
who wanted a reset. And I just said, let me know how this goes. Make sure you're following like my guidelines for water intake. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you're hungry, let me know. Like,
That's awesome.
and that one's easy because it's just the plate it method.
Did you make it when in Canva or where did you put yours?
Google Docs. I just did a table.
Yeah.
And then I put the recipes underneath.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I feel like, Melissa, have I seen you do like a weekly recipe guide? Like, have you done something like that or am I imagining that you did that?
I don't think so.
Do you have freemiums or anything? I know Michelle has some freemiums. Do you have anything like that? Like a giveaway? Or like packets? Like I remember like I made 2 years ago a getting started right packet for new clients and I still kind of use it. It's bigger, but that was a Canva thing.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. But yeah, I think what I'll do is when I make it, the new one, like the new client one, I think I'll kind of purpose it as something that all of you can use it and you can use it throughout the year. Like even though it'll be for the new year, I'll try to make it so you guys could just use it all the time. So those are the things that I'm working on. Just trying to, like what you guys said, bar's like magic. You ask if anyone wants the sample workout and they're like, me, 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 me. So some of it is I need to move, right? I need to hustle. I need to send the links. I need to follow up. Like, so for me, I'm holding myself accountable this week. It's really going to be finishing Hitting Success Club, giving the people what they want because they want the info and just, again, getting out a letter, like an email letter, just wishing my clients a happy holiday, and then having those 2 freemiums, one for the new clients and then one for existing. The existing clients, that will go to my email list. I'll probably send that like right after New Year's or maybe like on New Year's Eve it'll go out. Actually, I think that's when I will probably send it out, the morning of New Year's Eve. And that'll go to the email list and then that'll go in the challenge groups too.
And the next week or two, I need to get my January newsletter ready. Like I want to start working on it, but I'm like stumped on what to put in it this time. I think I'll talk about Bar Blend again, even though I did this month.
Yeah.
And I'll probably put another recipe in there just so I'm like adding some value. But I don't really know what else.
What about like featuring one of your clients like as a success story and
that's a good idea.
Showing like, do you have any that have had a really good transformation?
I have some coaches that have had really good transformation.
Maybe ask if you could just have them like write like a paragraph about, their story or their transformation and make sure that you say like this is one of my clients, I guess, because sometimes it's easy to be like, oh, she probably pulled that from like the Google images of beach archives. Like really talk about the relationship you built with that coach.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Or even Melissa, you can do product spotlights too.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Like your favorite products and then link them in MailChimp or wherever.
Yeah. Do you do a newsletter too?
I did do
you have your blog, huh?
I have not in a couple months though.
That's
Okay.
the nice thing about the newsletters is you already have the relationship with most of them. So like what Kate said, you can just link it. Like, here it is. Here's how you buy it.
Yeah, I did. What did I do last month? I did a recipe. I talked about bar. I put the link for the sample workout in there.
Yeah.
And then I talked about my free group on Facebook and I put a link for that. And then I talked about the peppermint mocha Shakeology and I put a link for that. Like just the button, like so they click it and it takes them right to the buy page.
You could do it for the new beach bars then in January. And you could put
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. That's on my to-do list for the next.
We all have these long to do.
I'm trying to get like a game plan together because the kids are going to be home and I'm going to be like,
Yes. Yeah. It's like get it done. Like, and same with like, we said try to hit Success Club, pretend the month's over, but like same for like your to-do list. Try to get it all done right now so that it can be New Year's and you're ready.
Yeah, this week's hustle mode. They're Friday, they get out early, so I'm like pretty much have to close up shop. So I gotta hustle this week.
Me too. I'm done with all the Christmas shopping. I'm like, all right, focus business stuff only.
I feel wrapped still.
Yeah. Same. All right, ladies. Anything else do you think we need to talk about before we wrap up? Good.
Oh, did I miss you guys talking about the new or like this carryover group through the holidays? Like who's doing what week?
So I saw on Instagram and that group thread message, somehow you guys were not in my primary. It was in my, like, you know how you have your other folders. So that's why, like, I'm sorry. But anyways, I think Kate said next week Michelle's doing the next. I'll do the week of like the 30th to the 5th is what I think it is. And then if you want to grab that last week, perfect. Yeah.
And it's just like whatever, right? Like just like random stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
especially at your point, it'll be more like New Year stuff because you'll be into the new year. Whereas I think leading up to, we're going to try to do holiday stuff.
Okay, and then for January, are we running a basic group? Or are you only doing bar? What are you doing?
I'm so like torn on this one. Like I'm definitely doing bar, but I feel like I have to do another one because we have so many clients who aren't doing bar, and I feel like it needs to be quick, like not January 13th. Like I almost feel like it needs to be like that first Monday in January. But then I used to do this. I used to do 3 groups in January because I'd hit the like go-getters, right? So I'd hit the go-getters the beginning of the month. The second week will be the bar thing. And if I'm not too crazy, I may do the nutrition only, like either a 2B or an ultimate portion fix at the end of the month.
I really like that. Last year I did like the first week or 2 of January, I did like a nutrition group.
Yes.
And then I think it was just like a free group on Facebook. It was like a week or so. And then we started in the challenge group. That way I could give them like a little foundation, like getting started. And then the challenge group started next. But I have all that themed content from Brittany. So if you want me to create,
we could
if
put
you
it in
can
there.
handle the bar so I can add people in there,
Yeah.
I can start scheduling the New Year stuff.
Okay. No, that would be perfect. So why don't we have
date? You want to pick a date and I'll work on
okay,
that?
let's do a team one that we set up. Let me look at my calendar really quick. What is that date that Monday? Let's see. Is it
In
like,
Do you
January?
think people will be overwhelmed because a lot of our
they're the same, huh?
I mean, yeah, our other group goes until the 13th.
13th of January?
That's, yeah, your week will end on the 12th
Okay.
for the holiday content. So do you think that, because I feel like most of the people who are going to be doing general programs would be already in that group.
And then that leaves me, that's like I agree with you, Kate, because that is like most all of them. But then I'm like, well, what do we do if I get a brand new customer on January 2nd who wants to do,
I honestly will probably just plug them into that group and just say,
it's ending.
We're going to transition in 2 weeks.
On the 13th.
The same group of people.
Okay. I mean, that makes it less confusing, I suppose. So we say that the 13th, so preseason for bar is starting on the 6th. So what if, Melissa, you set it up so that preseason for the other one can also be the 6th? That way, if a newbie were here, they would get preseason, but we can tell our other clients, January 13th is when that one will officially kick off.
Okay. So you just do like basic stuff that first week, and then your themed content starts on the 13th.
Yeah.
So January 6th start.
You could for preseason or not. I mean, they're like Kate said, they're in the other one. We could just totally hold off. I mean, there's no reason why we don't have, like, we're doing bars starting on the 13th. That's why it makes sense to do the preseason the week before. But for some of them, if they're not doing bar, it's already there. Or, they don't need a preseason necessarily to start the week before. So we could, what do you think, Kate? Do you think 13th?
That's my gut, just because I feel like if people see, like, depending on,
Just make it easier.
yeah, that many groups, they might be, like, overwhelmed by it.
So, Melissa, let's just do that then. We'll do January 13th is preseason for that group.
Okay.
Yeah.
So preseason week on the 13th, and then the themed content will start on the 20th.
Yeah. And so looking at your month, because January is so long, like technically it's 5 weeks. 1, 2,
Yeah.
5 weeks. So if you were going to try, like if you were one who said, okay, what we just said about how in January you can really capitalize on stuff. So if you're listening to the recording and you're like, oh, I really want to run in January, I would say market the first week of January. I would definitely, like, right after the new year into that first week of January, like 1 to 4, I would still be marketing bar myself. Like, I'm just talking you through what I'm thinking. Okay. So 1 to 4, I would really still market bar. 5 to 13, I would market kind of like the generic challenge group and just talk about like getting, resetting habits, whatnot. So that would stop for me. I would stop talking about challenge group stuff for a little bit on the 13th. I would spend from the 14th through the 20th to the 20, maybe even the 22nd. No, 14th through 20th, I would talk about coaching. So I would put that piece in there intentionally. And then because you're going to most of you will have just went to a Super Saturday event. Business is going to be booming. It'll be an easy time to talk about the business opportunity. If I'm playing my cards right and I want to crush Success Club, I think that your best bet would be to start a nutrition group probably on the 27th. And I know that's a lot. And some of you are like, no, I can't do that. And that's okay. But I think that you're going to have the market for it, especially at the end of the month if you're just doing nutrition only. So I don't know yet whether I'll do 2B, Ultimate Portion Fix, or both. But I think if you're smart and you want to see a huge increase in clients, customers, income, I would do a nutrition one just because of how big of a month it is. So that's my 2 cents on that.
I should have wrote all that down. What are we doing?
I'll give it to you guys too, closer to this week. This week I'm not giving that to you because I want you just to focus on like finishing the to-do list that you had for December. But I will.
I like that though. I like having like a game plan for the whole month. Like, what are we talking about this week? What are we talking about this week? Like, that makes planning posts so much easier. I've been trying to stick to the coaching like ever since our little get together, but bar though, it's been hard. It's like pulling me away. Like, let's talk about bar. Let's talk about bar. Yeah. So that's good. I like it. It'll be easy, I think. Beginning of the month, start talking about like fitness and nutrition and this new program.
It's just like an easy thing.
Really good timing, I think. And it's a good beginner program too.
Yes. No, absolutely. I'm really excited. I want to tell you this and then I'll let you go. So my neighbor, I think you know this, my neighbor has been working out with me for MM100 since July. She comes over every morning at 5:30. It's awesome. But we finish on Thursday. And so I'm going to get, Amazon sells them. I'm going to get the balloon, those big balloon arches that you can make. They make them with 100 balloons. So I'm going to get a balloon, like 100 balloons to celebrate for each workout. And I want to have like mimosa down there with like a sign like, yay, you did it. And I got her an MM100 hoodie. So I'm really excited. So stay tuned.
That's adorable.
I can't wait. I'm so proud of her.
That's awesome. It's nice that you have a little buddy.
I know. And it totally gets my butt out of bed because I know someone's going to ring my doorbell at 5:25. Anyways, I hope you guys have an awesome week. If you need anything, for real, send me a message and I will actually get back to you. I'm sorry I've been terrible. But for real.
A lot going on.
I know. Carter has a fever and croup right now. I'm like, can we just please have a break? Like, please. Anyways. I
know
love
how I do it. You're a strong woman.
Let's take a quick picture and then I'll let you go.
Come here, you want to take a picture? You want to take two? No, Jack is not in.
He's like, count me out, mama. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me see. Everyone looks happy. You got it. All right. Thanks, girls. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.